Good evening, everybody. It is Tuesday, May 9th, 2023. It is, my watch says it is 10:38 at night. Okay, this is going to be all that extra stuff in here about chapter 11, and then this is chapter 11, verse 20. How to pass life's tests. Jeremiah 11:20 tells us that God tests our hearts, emotions, and thinking powers. When we want to test something, how do we do it? We put pressure on it to see if it will do what it says it will do. We look to see if it will hold up under the stress. God does the same thing with us when we pray, asking Him to use us and to put us into positions of leadership. His answer is, let me try you out first. Let me put you to the test. I am saddened when I realized how many people never make it past the trying point. They never pass the test. They spend their whole lives going around and around the same proverbial mountains. But in God's school, we do not flunk. We get to keep taking the test again and again until we pass it. To test something means to prove its truth or genuineness by an experiment, a trial, or an examination. It also means to compare something against a standard. One of the ways God tests us is by requiring us to manifest what we say we know. Head knowledge alone is not enough. If we cannot produce the goods, head knowledge means nothing. Deuteronomy chapter 8 verse 2 says that God led the Israelites in the wilderness for 40 years to humble them, to prove them, and to see if they would keep His commandments. Tests usually do not come in good times. They come in hard times because not everything God asks us to do is going to be easy. That is why He tests us, to see if we are ready and able before He promotes us to a higher level of responsibility. So many things come our way every day that are just nothing more than tests. For example, sometimes when we have to wait to be seated at a table in a restaurant and then we get a bad meal, it is a test. Sometimes when we are going to pull into a parking space and someone zooms in and takes it, it is a test. Sometimes when our boss tells us to do something we do not want to do, it is a test. James chapter 1 verses 2 through 4 says that tests bring out what is in us. In times of trial, we become best acquainted with ourselves and with what we are capable of doing. Peter did not think he would ever deny Jesus, but when he was put to the test, that is exactly what he did. See Luke chapter 22, verses 60 and 62. God is not impressed with what we say we will do. He is impressed with what we prove we will do under pressure. We do not get promoted in a ministry because we have our Bible underlined in 2 colors. We are raised up in life and ministry because we have been tested and tried and we have passed our tests. Okay, so that is all for the extra stuff. How to pass life's tests for Jeremiah chapter 11:20. And also Deuteronomy 8 verse 2, James verses 2 through 4. Okay. Thank you for watching.